Alright, hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Soup for the Soul Tarot. So, we're going to continue doing the zodiac signs, and I just finished off with Sagittarius, so we'll be covering Capricorn. Hopefully we'll get through to the end of Pisces, meaning Pisces moon, since we're doing the big three. From your rising, your sun, to your moon. So, that being said, let's get started. Alright. For those with a Capricorn rising in the month of December, how are you being affected? For those with a Capricorn rising. Fire energy, bottom of the deck, Sagittarius. Yes, perfect. In the month of December, it seems like you will be in this fiery kind of Sagittarian energy, maybe even, okay, but definitely fire. I feel like you get this inspiration to act on something in the month of December. Maybe you get a message, okay? Maybe you're told something here. Perhaps for some of you, this could be love even. For example, perhaps you were told by a friend of a friend, right, that you have a secret admirer, or the person that you adore also adores you, okay? So yeah, I just feel like upon hearing about something here, you're going to take action, or you're wanting to, in the month of December, whether it be love, or career. I feel like for some of you, it's more love, okay? But of course, it can resonate for different things, for different people. All right, Capricorn rising in the month of December. Okay, I'm gonna pull one card here. This is the card that came out, so we're gonna take it. We have direction in the reverse. This says, your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You are being divinely guided. And I feel like you don't know what direction you're going to be taking here in the near future just yet. Again, you just feel this inspiration, but you don't maybe yet have like a plan or a detailed vision in mind. Let's see here. Oh, my candles. Sorry, y'all. Kind of looking out for my candle right now. It's anyways. All right. Let's pull more cards here for those with a rising in Capricorn in the month of December. Okay, we have meditation. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. I feel like here's this fire and earth energy. Okay. I feel like you need more time to really think this through. Again, you're not quite sure how this is all going to come to fruition here. Maybe there are risks involved. or sacrifices you have to make. Perhaps there are other things that you need to consider. For example, with this bloodstone here, perhaps you need to consider the expectations of your family. Maybe you have them to think about as well, you know, and you can't completely maybe jeopardize your role in something. Okay, we're going to pull one more oracle card and then a tarot card for my Capricorn risings here. And you may be asking yourself as well, will this lead me to victory? Will this lead me to success? Some of you will have to travel, okay? Travel or relocate, you know, and start something new. Maybe you're wondering, is this really worth it? Should I actually move? You know, or will this be a mistake? I'm going to pull one card here. We have the Moth, Mystery, Concealment, Illusion. Yeah. And I feel like you're keeping a lot to yourself right now. And you're kind of feeling out the situation. Okay. Maybe intensely listening as well. Some of you may resonate with Dhanishta Nakshatra. For those that know. Okay. Interesting here. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of getting a feel for something here. And for those that have a family, per se, maybe you're thinking, if you're, for example, thinking of moving, and you're concerned because you're like, well, what if moving there isn't the greatest for my family, for my kids, you know? For instance, maybe they may be in school, or maybe you have a more of a support system. You may have more of a community where you currently reside, and again, making this move may be a risk that may not make other people's lives easier. And so you're like, should I kind of venture out on my own and to see what the risks are? You know, this is, I kind of need to fly away. Maybe you had to move away from family, or maybe again, you're thinking about moving away from family. To see if it's any better anywhere else, to feel out the situation. Okay, let me pull a tarot card for you. Those are the rising in Capricorn in the month of December. What's happening? How are you going to be affected? We have the Divine Physician here. I'm going to read this card for you. Let me just find this first. All right. This says, the Divine Physician stands before a well, carrying a jug of healing water and sharing his light of healing with those nearby. Upon his robe is the caduceus, the emblem of medicine and healing, called Dian Kect by the Celts. He made the mortality wounded rise again through his incantation of sacred words. This powerful, eternal healing spirit walks with you at this time. This card indicates that you are moving into a time of magnificent healing on many levels. There's a person who can be a great healer for you, as well as a teacher who shares healing gifts that you can pass on to others. If you don't know this person yet, keep your eyes open. He or she is coming. You may also find yourself being called to help others at this time. Remember that word and thought, belief and feeling are key components in healing the self and in teaching others to heal. They are important tools in the Divine Physician's medical bag, so make sure they are part of yours too. Know that the light of healing shines around you and through you. Such a radiant joy can bring well-being to all. So some of you here may work in the medical field. Okay, that's something I'm getting here also. Maybe you're right now being called to travel maybe to share your knowledge, to be a teacher, or to show other people the way. You know, perhaps, for example, you have a specific method, or you have results that work for you and people are looking to you to advance some kind of medical practice, or to further their knowledge on something here. Again, I just feel like this is something big. Okay, that's what I feel. If not, this could also be, for example, if this isn't considered modern medicine, perhaps you are a healer of sorts, you know. Some people still kind of practice what some people may consider as witch doctor medicine, or there's other words for it. There's so many other words for it. But yeah, you may be knowledgeable in this as well, or maybe that's kind of the background you may be coming from. Maybe your family, you come from a family of ancient healers, okay? And again, they may have been trained through modern medicine practices. I'm just keeping it open here, okay? Just take what resonates there and leave the rest. But let's move on now to, I feel like I spent way too much time on that. Those with a Capricorn sun. Those are the sun in Capricorn in the month of December. Okay, we have Aries energy, bottom of the deck, Jupiter. Love that. I love this Jupiterian energy coming through, and this fiery energy overall coming through in the month of December. So with this Aries card here, I feel like this is a transformation, to be honest. This is like you're being renewed or reborn in some way. I feel like you're going to become somebody different. For example, like the rising, you may have traveled away from family members to get an education, or to further your studies, or to learn a new craft, or to just learn more in general. And you're emerging as this new version of yourself that maybe your family won't really recognize, or again, they're going to see you as someone different. Maybe you're kind of going to be seen as somebody that has an elevated status within the family, you know, somebody that's like, wow, like you did it, like wow, you traveled over there, and this is the type of person you became. You're so brave, you're so courageous, you took this risks and you become stronger. I feel like you inspire people. With the rising, it was you were inspired by something. And with the sun here, this is, you may have initially been inspired by something, but I feel like because you followed through with whatever you intuitively were drawn to do, or you acted on something, now you serve as the person that's the inspiration for others, perhaps family members, you know, perhaps children, people that are younger than you, with that Jupiter energy here. Okay, let's see more. Yeah, I feel like this is you've accumulated knowledge and skills by doing. You know, by physically getting your head in the game, by being heavily involved, or being hands-on in something, you know. Okay. Capricorn. Okay, on the table in the reverse, this says, time to put your demands on the table and get serious about what you want. Ask for a raise, a promotion, or a step up. I feel like that's what you're hungry for. Those are the sun in Capricorn. your aim is maybe to improve your status, or your aim is maybe to get more resources, maybe for yourself and for your family, you know. Maybe you're the brave one in the family and you're like, well, I guess I have to step up to the plate, you know. Ironically, we have a plate and some utensils here, but maybe you feel like I have to step up to the plate, you know, and be the person that people need, somebody that they can rely on, somebody that they can look up to and ask for guidance, ask for wisdom. You are going to be that person. However, you do have to make some sort of a breakthrough here. I feel like you are at the beginning stages of something here. So you have momentum behind you. Sun in Capricorn in the month of December. Chasmed, Angel of Annihilation. Love that. I'm actually going to read this card here more towards the end, but with this Chasmed, Angel of Annihilation, I feel like, again, you're wanting to rise to the occasion and overcome haters or obstacles. I feel like you're a very powerful kind of energy here. You are somebody really to be reckoned with, is something that I want to say. And I feel like you're kind of at your prime. That's what I feel. Whomever I'm connecting with, you may be in your prime, meaning 20s and 30s, okay? For most people, okay? Take it how it resonates. Maybe this is a surge of energy you're getting now, and you're kind of at a later age, you know, but this is a surge of new energy and you're getting this push to renew your life in some way. That's fine too, okay? All right, let's see more here. Actually, yeah, no, I'm going to pull from this deck. For those with the sun in Capricorn here, in the month of December. Little surprises. On the deck, acceptance. The past cannot be changed. Please try to accept that and work towards what you can change. Make choices that align to the future you desire. You can make it happen. Yeah, I do feel like luck is on your side. I know this is a 3-leaf clover and luck is usually associated with a 4-leaf clover. I don't know if this was like a mistake or something like that, but I'll read it both ways. 4-leaf clover. Luck is on your side. We do have Jupiter energy at the bottom of the deck, right? But 3-leaf, under that, by the way, under Jupiter, the bottom of this deck was Saturn, which you are ruled by. Okay, so interpreting it now from a 3-leaf clover perspective, because that's the actual image on the card here, you may have more challenges and restrictions along your way, and this surmounting these obstacles, if that's the right word, I don't know, but overcoming these obstacles is going to have a lot of challenges. Maybe you've already had setbacks, ups and downs, you know, and because of that you've accumulated a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom. I feel like not a lot gets past you, you know. I feel like you're able to kind of see patterns, maybe patterns of behavior within people, and kind of see an issue before it actually happens. That might be some of your gifts. I'm going to pull a tarot card for you now. I feel like I'm saying a mouthful for you guys for some reason. So, again, I feel like that's just because you have a lot on your mind. You have a lot on your mind. I feel like your mind is constantly turning. Let's see. Capricorn in the month of December. Okay, We have the King of Scrolls. I'm only going to take the top card here, okay? But in this deck, this is more akin to the King of Swords. And we were just talking about how you were constantly thinking, constantly planning. But I also feel this is a King of Pentacles energy as well. Just because even though a pen or a knife might represent the swords and might represent writing, communication, scrolls specifically are pieces of paper, or they're parchment, you know, pieces of parchment, or scrolls of papyrus, whatever, you know, these are things that you write on, like a medium that's written on or drawn on, you know. I just, by the way, so random, but I learned somewhere that, I don't know how true this is, but I learned somewhere that the first draft, I think, of the Constitution was written on, what is it, on, like, I'm gonna say this so wrong, but it was like, paper material that was derived from, like, marijuana plants, which I thought was very interesting. But yeah, I guess at one point in time they thought that was a very, like, sturdy material, or was a good material to write on. But anyways, obviously that kind of phased out. But yeah, so I don't know, for that, maybe you're thinking about innovative ideas, or innovative solutions, you know, that you can create, like, some kind of business out of, you know, which is interesting. But yeah, let me read Hasmed. Hasmed says, the Unmaker, a terrible sight to behold, the void eating itself and making itself anew. That which should no longer exist is unmade by Hasmed's hands. There is something that needs to be removed. Look upon that which should not be and loose it from existence. Signs, a hood, an eclipse, an empty field. So, yeah. I feel like there is, for every loss there is a gain, you know. And I feel like, again, you've been on you've had like a steep learning curve. You've had a lot of ups and downs, but I feel like over time this is going to lead to the right kind of idea, the idea that you know is going to be a hit or a success, but it's going to take you a while to get there. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the moon in Capricorn in the month of December. Those are the moon in Capricorn in the month of December. Okay, Venus energy, bottom of the deck, air. Okay, so you may be focused on beauty right now, or beautifying your space, beautifying yourself, or you're just naturally beautiful, or somebody that naturally takes care of themselves, and you're being watched, you're being looked at, you're being observed. And I do feel like people look up to you. People look to you as if, how do you do it? So because the moon, from its basic level, represents the mind, some say it represents, of course, just the subconscious mind, but it represents the mind nonetheless, whether subconscious or not. Okay. But it's like you naturally do this. So from this perspective, I'm thinking it's more from a subconscious state. It's something you don't really have to actively think about. You naturally maybe come up with beautiful, artistic, creative ideas. You know, you have some kind of musical or artistic ability, or creative ability that people are like, wow, how did they come up with that? How did they make it so beautiful? You know, I do feel like you have people watching you, people observing you, and maybe it's just your sight. Maybe you are sight to see, you know. Maybe you are really physically beautiful, or it's just the ideas that you come up with, or both. Moon in Capricorn in the month of December. Okay, trapped. You feel stuck in your current situation, but you have options. Look for another job while keeping the one you have for now. So what I feel with this energy here is feeling as if you're trapped in a bottle. Excuse me. Where you feel like you're constantly working, but maybe you feel like as if there's an expectation or there's a pressure for you to produce, or feeling as if whatever industry or whatever corporation or whatever job you may be in right now, you may feel like you can't really get out. Maybe you're in it too deep. Maybe you feel like that's just, getting out is just not an option. You know? So yeah, it's kind of interesting for me here because Britney Spears, I believe she has a moon in Capricorn, and I do feel like this is kind of her energy here as well. Kind of like forced to be in an unwanted situation, somebody that's looked as an icon, a performer, you know, someone that was forced to work tirelessly. Okay, let's pull more cards here. The moon in Capricorn in the month of December. Okay, and pull the top card here, Renth, Angel of Time. I do want to read that card more towards the end. But you may feel as if this is your fate. This is your destiny. You know, the spider, some say the spider, the web that the spider weaves is kind of like a work of Dharma. Kind of working towards what you're meant to do in this lifetime. And so, yeah, you may feel as if this is it. You know, this is why you're here. You know, there's no getting out of this situation. You know, I have to, what's the word? What's the phrase for it? Kind of lay in the hole I dug for myself, but even though sometimes you may view it as a hole, I feel like there's also something beautiful that comes out of it. Again, like it's something that people view as very beautiful or look up to. Okay. Moth. I think the rising placement got this as well. This says mystery, concealment, illusion. Yeah. I almost feel as if you feel like you're in a prison. You're in a mental prison. Like maybe you didn't even have the time to truly understand yourself. And I feel like you're trying to just protect yourself. And maybe the privacy of what you have left, or whatever it is that you love, whatever you hold sacred, maybe you're trying to shield that from prying eyes or people that are watching you or people that want to know more about you. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pull a tarot card now. So the moon in Capricorn in the month of December. We have the willow. Beautiful. Okay. So I feel like you're actually very connected to Mother Earth, Gaia, and you listen. You listen maybe to the inspiration that she gives you. You kind of are somebody that sort of goes wherever the wind takes you, so to speak, when it comes to your work, maybe. Okay. I also feel like maybe your Venus placement may be important for you as well. All right. Although also there's this energy of mystery here also. But yeah, Angel of Time. I'm not going to deconstruct this as much, just because that would just take me, again, a lot of time, ironically. We're reading the card that says time on it. But yeah, this says, eternally vigilant and forever burning. Rumph is the movement through space, measured out with deft precision. Our footsteps upon the earth mark its passing. For we are all bound to time. One by one we tick and talk, and every life is counted, even as those lives pass. We are all sand and seconds and moments, all fleeting. Fire burns until it doesn't. Lives are lived until they aren't. Dreams are dreamt until we wake. Rumph stands by all of this, counting. What better unit of measure than the souls that pass through the tree of life into Angelarium? Rumph walks between the pillars of past and present, turning every corner and every second. Rumph's movements can be seen in our own as a fulcrum between moments. Signs a clock, a torch, a wave. Okay. I feel like, you have no time to really kind of dig deep and reflect. Even though I do feel like that's something you need to do. You may find that you're always busy, and so you have to meet the demands of other things or other people. You have other responsibilities, and so you just don't have that time for yourself.